It's October 6, 2014. Check this out. Now, I did those 15 pull-ups as a demonstration in relationship to this whole SRT SWAT issue that I've been going into in regards to the MREP in Delray Oaks, and there's a number of things I wanted to cover with this. I may have made a misstatement in suggesting that the SRT under Langford wanted to have a competition with the regional SWAT. That quote actually came from the mayor of Delray Oaks, not from the chief of police, Ron Langford, so I apologize for that. But it goes to the point, and here's the quote. It says, "I'd love to see a competition between our SRT and the SWAT team." I'm going to link all this in the box below. If you're a special response officer, operator, whatever you want to call yourself, or a member of a SWAT team, there should be certain physical requirements that you adhere to. The SRT team in Delray Oaks has none. That was some of the information I requested in my public records request. They have no physical requirements. So what's so special about you? A police officer should be able to drag another person's body. I looked online. I found Fresno had their criteria a little bit different, their requirements. With Los Angeles, some agencies have you doing 6 pull-ups, some have you doing 2 with a weighted 22-pound vest, dragging a 275-pound dummy in a litter, 50 push-ups, 60 push-ups, different depending on which department. If you call yourself special response team and you can't pull yourself up over one of those decks hanging off the side of Canyon Del Rey with your gear on to like get the bad guys, what purpose do you serve? You're gonna have to wait for the fire department to come in with a ladder or something so that you can go up a ladder to get there. I'm just, things along those lines. But when I looked into this deeper, I looked at the Monterey County Sheriff's Office, and previously Chief Langford had said, and this is in this story that I have linked below, Monterey County SWAT is a 30-minute drive away. But then it also said that his SRT members live in the Peninsula area, Salinas Valley, and Santa Cruz County. What's the drive time from the Salinas Valley? How's that any different than what the SWAT team's going to do? And I still contend that the SRT team or Delray Oaks Police, if they were to run into a situation with gang warfare or a terrorist attack or something, it would be their duty to secure the scene, evacuate people, get as much intelligence as they can, and then have the real SWAT guys go in and handle business. But the Mayberry RFD SWAT team, or SRT team, is laughable at best. It's great that you guys can shoot straight. I mean, I appreciate that, and I appreciate the fact that you do your job and you keep people from speeding down Canyon Del Rey, because it gets dangerous trying to pull out a Safeway. But realistically speaking, even Chief Langford in the story said that they're not probably going to see gang warfare or a terrorist act. They're more likely have to deal with an aircraft crash or an earthquake situation. And that's good, because you never know when you might have to impose martial law, and having M16s is beneficial in that situation. But I looked at the Monterey County Sheriff's SWAT team, and I got some information back that's rather disturbing to me. Garrett Sanders is apparently the commander at the Monterey County Sheriff's Office SWAT team. I believe that Sheriff Miller put him in that position and appointed him to that position at some time during his term here. They have changed the criteria, the requirements in their physical ability test. I thought the training division would be the one that held the last word on that, but apparently between Commander Garrett Sanders and Chief Deputy Monarch, they determined that they won't have a requirement for pull-ups because Garrett Sanders can't do one pull-up. How do you lead the SWAT team if you can't lead from the front? And if you can't do a pull-up, you're going to change the rules of the game. How does that look to the people in your command? And better yet, how do you teach your children any values if you say, well, you know, if you can't do it, just change the rules, which is basically cheating, or, you know, hey, if you can't make it, Johnny, go do steroids and you'll be able to make first string on the football team. I think that's really pathetic. If a guy in his mid-40s can't do one pull-up, that's pretty sad and pretty pathetic. And like I said, I'm 51 years old. 220 pounds, and I'm 6'5", and you saw what I just did. So the idea that you know, we have SWAT teams with a lesser quality individual as members, then I have to shake my head, because it does a disservice to the guys, and there's probably 80% of the guys at the Sheriff's SWAT team that could pull off frickin' half a dozen pull-ups and probably do it with gear on because they're badasses. But for somebody to change the rules to fit their needs, that's like stolen valor in a sense. You know, guys saying that they were a Navy SEAL. You go watch Don Shipley's videos on YouTube here, and you get people doing that crap all the time. But to suggest you're an operator and you can't function at the level of everybody else that you're going to go into harm's way with, I don't think you deserve the position. And it's another example of Miller lowering the standards to fit the need. But back to the Delray Oaks issue. I go back to the Delray Oaks Police Department in 2009. Most of the people that signed on to the letter of no confidence in regards to the former Mayor Joe Russell were from the police department and the reserve officers. And the reason they went with no confidence is because he was questioning the need for such a group, you know, somebody that's got M16s and everything else that's going on now that they have an MRAP and who knows what else. And the last thing about the SRT team and the reserve officers over in Delray Oaks that I have on this at the moment is I got a list of donations that were made by individuals to the Delray Oaks Police Department. And you have $3,000 for a police department training course. I guess that was for the group of the people that are in SRT. You have $7,000 for a canine bomb dog. You have another $7,000 for a police department training robot, and you have $5,000 for ammo for police department training, all donated by James Hill III. I don't know what his background is, but I believe somebody had donated a number of M16s or purchased M16s and gave those to the department. I don't know if that was him or not, because I didn't ask for individual items that were donated. I just asked for monetary value of donations. So what's his interest? Is this just like a, hot rod gun club for him, where he can go shoot an M16 and, bust a few doors down and, have some fun doing that kind of thing? Does he have a law enforcement background? I don't know. These are things I need to find out, but out of curiosity, does he get to write these off on his taxes? These are pretty considerable amounts for average Joes like myself, but, for him it's chump change because he's heir to a railroad fortune. And I'm just kind of curious, because in California the rest of us can't go out and shoot M16s and things like that, and it just interests me that he seems to be so into this that he's willing to spend this kind of money to continue and put money in $100,000 into an MRAP for his little SRT club. Anyways, if you can't do frickin' 6 pull-ups, you shouldn't be on SWAT. And for the guys that can, thumbs up, man. And I hope you're there when the bad guys need to be put down. But if you're a lame ass or a lard ass, then step aside and let somebody else do it. Peace.